Aqua from the West, from Key West, that is. I'm Mermaid Christiane. So today I want to talk to you about allowing the universe to work for you than the other way around. And I know that probably sounds like a confusing topic, but it's really easy to let things come to you rather than you go after things that you want. Yes, you initially need to take a proactive approach to things for the momentum to start and gain some kind of traction. But all you need to do is set your intentions and your thoughts and your wishes and your prayers for this to start happening, and then naturally make the effort, and then the doors will open for you. So I have a little different setup today. I'm constantly dropping cards on the ground, so I figured I'd be low enough to the ground here that I could actually pick them up. So the last couple days I've been going a couple places, and interesting enough, I went to Discount Auto Parts yesterday to go get some lights for my car, and I met this really nice guy there. His name is Dallas, and he starts telling me, I don't know how we got in a conversation of what I did, and start telling me about my mermaid festival, and he starts telling me that he's good friends with Hannah Fraser. Well, if you're in the mermaid community, you know she's like one of the biggest mermaids out there. And I just thought, how ironic is this? You know, this guy is here in Key West. His good friend is Hannah Fraser. I want her to come to my festival. So it's almost like I had to laugh and like just kind of look up and almost like thank God right then and there, because these are things that I want to manifest in the future, and it's already happening. The wheels are already spinning for all of this good stuff to happen, and it's really incredible. And that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's all about having faith. Right now, we the full moon was yesterday. Can't help but to think that Aquarius full moon that was bringing all that great energy, and this was like the lightest full moon that we've had in a long time, because the other ones have been really, really heavy and really, really emotional, and just really weighing heavy on our hearts, where this one was a lot lighter, but it did bring out some like angst and anxiety, and I think it's more like anticipation of the future. And that is, I know that's exactly what it is. It's like a whole Aquarius thing, like you're just anxious to see and know what's going to happen. So I'm sure you felt that. And one of the things that energy brings in, and remember at the end of the year, we're going into 2 centuries, the next 200 years of air, because we are that age of Aquarius. So we're going to embody, the Aquarius, the air elements, Libra, justice, balance, harmony, loyalty, things that are right, the truth. And then we're going to embody that Gemini energy, where things are, the quick, fast communication, being able to tap into your inner child, and then also be stoic or grown up when you need to be. So we're going to embody all those energies for the next 2 centuries. Now, we won't all live that long, but at least that our future generations and the future generations of the planet will be able to benefit from this. So one of the things that embodies is having faith. It's that whole fool. It's that having hope and faith that things are going to work out in the future. And if you're my family member watching this, like they all get a little crazy with me because I have so much faith, and they're like, yeah, but you can't just pray about everything. And I'm thinking, well, why not? So yeah, this is what this does for us. It gives us faith, and it makes us fertile in our dreams, and we're able to manifest things. And that is exactly right. Going forward, you are going to be manifesting things, because you're going to put your intentions out there, your thoughts, your dreams, your passions, and then you're going to let the universe work for you and bring it in. You're not going to sit around and wait and, oh my God, is this going to happen to me, or woe is me. That's old, it's gone. I know you have felt that just go away here in the last week, when all the energies were coming into this full moon, and then now this Lion's Gate. It's very powerful, and you're feeling lighter, and you're feeling more at ease, but yet there's still that little bit of anxiousness and anxiety, because you want to lock certain things down that you're not 100% sure on, and you just don't completely have your thumb on it yet. But don't worry, have faith. These things are going to happen. You are going to birth these beautiful dreams and desires into fruition. That is such an amazing card. And then at the bottom, we have acceptance. because, oh, you know what? It's a 31 card, which is a 4, and then this is a 4, and we're in a 4 year. So together it's 8, and it's at infinity. And acceptance. You're accepting things the way they are now, and it's okay, whether it be your past, your present, and hopefully your future. You've learned to accept things that you can't change. You've learned to accept people. You've learned to accept experiences that you cannot change. So with acceptance and faith, you know, you are able, because you're in a state of gratitude as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if that card pops out here somewhere, where you are okay with who you are today. You finally are comfortable in your own skin, and congratulations, because you've done so much work to get there. And that is why the universe is gonna work for you, because you're accepting the universe to work for you. You know that this is the law of attraction. What you put out is gonna come back. So all you have to do every morning is get up, be grateful, be thankful, have faith, accept things the way they are. And you know, I mean, and don't get me wrong, if you're in a bad situation, don't accept that. You don't want to reward bad behavior. You need to make changes for yourself. You know, it's not going to happen like that, but you do have to make the effort. But you're going to accept the changes that are coming. You're going to accept the way things are, so that you can better poise yourself to accept the gifts that you're going to be given from the universe. And don't feel like you don't deserve them. You deserve all of it and more. This is so nice. So let's pull again from here to see what we get. And let me know if you like this setup, where you can see the cards, and you know, you can see them flying out or not flying out, or there we go. All right. Yeah, because we are finally surrendering. We're finally surrendering to the void, which is our deepest, darkest desires, things that might scare us, things that might thrill us, things that were unknown to us. We are finally surrendering to these things. And so when you surrender to this, and when you surrender to the universe brings it in. I have less than a year to get ready for my festival. And with all of this happening, I really don't know what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. I had to cancel this year. It's always 4th of July weekend. And, but I surrendered to it. I'm like, you know what? There's only so much that I can worry about and have control over. And then Source, God, the universe gives you these little confirmations. Like yesterday when I met Dallas, and then he was telling me, oh yeah, you know, I was a big part of the Coney Island mermaid parade there, and look, 1 year we did this whole thing. We were all Marie Antoinette. So he showed me the video, and I watched it, and one of the girls had the exact same Marie Antoinette dress that I have, like hanging in the closet, and I was like, I have that. And he's like, yeah. And then I said, you know, what's funny is we did an event at the aquarium for the Key West Food and Wine Festival, and I dressed up my girls like Marie Antoinette from the neck up and from the waist up, and then they were mermaids at the bottom, and the whole thing was like let them eat cake. It was an ocean theme. And then that's when we then got on the conversation about Hannah Fraser and so on and so forth. So I gave him my card. He's going to reach out. And you know, that is the momentum, that's the universe working for you. And those are the signs that you're on the right track. And today it happened to me again today. So that's why I'm really here doing this energy reading on letting the universe work for you, because it can work for you every single day. It does for me all of the time. It's amazing the things that fall into my lap, that the people that I meet, and it's constantly because I'm accepting it. I have faith, and I'm surrendering. I'm surrendering to things, to the unknown, you know, and I'm okay with the void, with what I don't know. And that's very hard for a triple Aquarius to say, because we always want to know. So I'm learning about that, about controlling that. And it's really hard, especially when all the energies are here. But without that, you know, you don't have faith. And then at the bottom, what it does is it allows us to grow. Allows us to grow into who we need to be, to who we are becoming, to who we have become. And we're okay with that. We are okay because we've accepted it. So I'm going to pull from the Angels of Atlantis card to see what the archangels have to say for us today about allowing the universe to work for you. I was talking to a friend too over the weekend, and I read her cards, and I told her, you're being asked, it's funny, I'm having this reading because I told her you're being asked to let things come to you and exactly what I said, the universe work for you and let people do for you. She's a mother, and she's a single mother, and she does a lot. And I said, you're constantly doing for other people, but you're not allowing people. You're just like constant, just nurture mode. And when you're in that nurturing mode like that, you don't leave room for any other energy to come in, because you're the aggressor. And you have to learn to sit back and let it happen for you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So let's see if we can get some angel guidance. Whoa, that's a lot, but you know what? We're gonna take them. So on the bottom, we have intention. That's what I was saying, set your intentions in the morning. Get up in the morning, say your mantras, your intention, so that when you walk out your door, you're going to run into these people, you're going to run into these opportunities, you're going to have these signs and synchronicities that's going to show you that you are on the right track for whatever it is that it's in your heart's desire. And then again, I was talking about, and I always say this, but look at all these cards, and then the ones that fly are always what we're talking about, because energy is energy, and energy doesn't lie. And you're grateful. And when you're grateful, the universe, look at that, the universe bringing you a huge cornucopia. I mean, that's everything. There's no lack there. And that's exactly what happens. Don't worry about how much money you have in the bank. Don't worry about how many friends you have, or if someone's going to compliment you today or stroke your ego. That stuff is shallow. It's just surface stuff. It's not important. Yes, you do need money to live. You do need things like that, but you don't. If you have faith and you have gratitude, all of these things will come. Like God says, I care more about you. And then the birds they don't worry about where they're going to get their next meal from. And if I care more for you, why would I take care of you? So that's a gorgeous card. Yeah. And you know what? You walk around like with all of this compassion for everybody. If I didn't walk around with compassion for people, I wouldn't take the time out to talk to anybody, because I would think that I'm above them, they're beneath me, I don't have anything in common with them. I mean, like the guy from the auto parts store, I don't work on cars, I don't know anything about that. But as a human being, you have compassion towards one another, where you can start conversations and talk to people, because everybody, you just don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know who you're going to strike up a conversation with. And then it gives you this feeling of a stasis. You're constantly in ecstasy when you are walking and just allowing God, source, the universe to work for you, because you're at peace. You're so peaceful and you surrender. That's why you get the ecstasis. Like we got the surrender card earlier. You surrender to the things that you can't control. So then you're constantly in ecstasis. And then you're an earth force. You're a force to be reckoned with when you're like this. And that is exactly how you should feel at this point, with the exception of having that little anxiousness and anxiety, because we're trying to work through like having to know everything all the time, or having to know the outcome of things. That is a negative trait of the whole air element, wanting to know everything, wanting to have control over things, in a sense, and not in a bad way, in a bad controlling way, just because more have controlling over your life, because you want that stability, you want to be grounded, you don't want, you want to know that you can depend on things, because if you can depend on yourself, you want to know that you can depend on other people as well, or circumstances or outcomes. But you become a force, an earth force, and then you're one. You work with the energies of the earth, of the environment, all four elements, and with the universe. And then the card underneath that is planetary cycles. If you're not into this right now, I'm telling you, we are all going to be into this. And the reason is because we are in the age of Aquarius. Uranus rules astrology. So if you have just gotten a found interest in it, or kind of did and went back and forth, but now you're like really, really curious, this is exactly why. Because it rules this. Because it has the higher knowing and the higher knowledge to this. And knowing this is allowing the universe to work for you. You know, educating yourself on something, no one can take that away. So it's really beautiful. And then again, how many times am I talking about faith? Faith. Have that faith that things are going to work out in the way they should. Have the faith that things are going to work out in your favor. Why? Because the other card is dreams. Look, and these cards look almost identical, except for the picture, but the colors and everything. And they're both Archangel Raziel back to back. Because when you have faith, your dreams come true. And that's what having faith is knowing that you're going to be okay. And this is going to give you a sense of security. You know, you're going to have a sense of security when you let go and let God. Because you feel safe and you feel secure. You're emotionally secure. And that you can only give to yourself. Nobody can give you. And if you're in relationships with people that they don't make you feel emotionally secure, then find other ones that do. Because those people have a lot of work to do and they're not even emotionally secure with themselves. So it's not fair to you that you are an emotionally secure person, that you have to teach somebody. No one taught you how to do it. You had to go through all the work by yourself. You know, I like to say, you know, no one teaches a woman how to be a woman past their, you know, the age of leaving their parents, or no one teaches a man how to be a man. And then sometimes, you know, we don't have that opportunity because maybe, you know, we're in different circumstances where we don't have our parents when we're young. But at some point you have to own up to that responsibility and do it for yourself, because when you get into union with anybody or relationships, whether they're friends or not, you need to act like a certain way. And you can only teach yourself that. So yeah, gain that security for yourself. And what that does is it gives you communion with people. You're able to commune with people and anybody in all walks of life, because you are grounded and you have that sense of security. And then at the bottom is trust. And I was just saying that, like, you're able to trust. And if you don't have people around you that embody these energies, you can't trust. And you really shouldn't, because then it's just like, it's counterproductive for you. It doesn't mean that you don't give them the time of day. You need to help those people, because, you know, if you hung around with people that are all just elevated like you, what really good are you doing? You know, other than bouncing great ideas back and forth or creating new things, but you do more help to the people that don't know these things. But you do have to trust yourself, and you have to trust that the universe is going to catch you. It's like a free fall. That the universe is going to work for you. And how do you get all of this? It's by cleansing. You need to cleanse your temple, cleanse your thoughts, your mind, body, soul. Get rid of any toxic devil energy that you have around. Learn to keep your devil on a diet, because we do need that ego to operate here, but don't let your ego take over. You know, I see people all the time that all it takes for them is like somebody to pay them a compliment or give them a little tiny bit of attention, and, you know, get this, like, stroke their ego. And I think to myself all the time, God, how sad is that all it takes? You know, because I guess I make people work really, really hard for you know, my attention. But I'm just, I've learned, and yeah, and so at the bottom of the deck you have an enchantment. And this is exactly how you walk around. You're enchanted by everything, the flowers, the clouds, you know, it's summertime, it's a hot day, you know, wow, you know, just anything like that. Like today when I dropped my car off to go get one of the lights, the 2 lights fixed on the side, they were out. I didn't have an appointment. I just pulled up in there and I was like, hi, is there any way you guys can check? Sure, no problem. We'll maybe in an hour to be done. I said, okay. I mean, what are the chances of that? Had I worried about it, had I thought, oh my God, I don't have an appointment, what am I gonna do, blah, blah, blah. No, I just carried my happy little butt over there and I just walked in like I owned the place, and before you know it, the universe was working for me because I had faith. I had let go. I had surrendered, and it was okay. I didn't, like, you know, play all these mental mind games with myself saying, oh my God, it's not gonna work, I'm gonna get there, blah, 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 blah. No, I didn't do any of that. I just went and enjoyed my time, got in my car, was thankful for my car, thankful for the ride, thankful for the water that was next to me. I was grateful for where I was in the present because it's a gift. So I was allowing the universe to already work for me the moment I left the house. And then when I got there, I went on this long walk and I ended up in Duval Street. I wasn't even planning on it. And I ended up at this crystal shop that I didn't even know was there. Oh, you know, of course, the universe is going to walk me right into a crystal shop. And then I started having a conversation with the owner there, Sandra is her name. And then she started talking to me about meditation. And then she's like, you don't meditate enough. And she's right. And it was like, holy crap, this woman just called me out. Of course, you know, she was an intuitive person. So, you know, you can't hide from intuitive people. They know things. But it was just interesting because, and then while I was there, I got called and I moseyed on back, but I had an adventure out of it, but it was because my attitude was good. My attitude was relaxed. It was allowing the universe to work for me. Yes, we all have problems. Yes, but don't fixate on those things because it'll drive you crazy. And I'm telling you from experience, because if I let things geek me up, you know, usually I'll like vent to 1 or to 2 people. And those people probably think I vent to everybody, but that's not so. But I really try just to work that stuff out on my own. Lately, I'm just doing it on my own here. Oh, that one totally wanted to fly out. So we're gonna take, yes, because you gain success when you do this. I know there is no greater goal than to love. And it's true. If you love your life, you love, even if it's not perfect, even if you want it to be better, even if you're in a, maybe even a shitty relationship, whatever it is, well, that person's not attached to your hip 24/7. You do get away for a while. Make it the best of it. Make the best of it. And you will be successful because really all it is about loving yourself, loving what you have, every opportunity, every second of the day, all of it. And then we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And that is exactly right. And look at these 2 cards. Very, very similar again. And we possess gifts that are going to help other people. So when we leave, you shouldn't be so closed off. And that's what the Lions portal right now that's happening, and it's going to be at the peak on this Saturday, is bringing in those masculine energies because the world is so masculine right now. But we've been hard and we haven't want to let anybody open up our hearts. We don't want to be hurt, and we're strong, and you know, we don't want to be vulnerable. So we've learned to like close people off. And then if you let this whole COVID thing happen where you have a mask on and you don't want to talk to people or look at them or just avoid them, then you're just going to continue to close yourself off to people. And you have gifts that you can share with others. Like that guy's story was so great. I mean, they had a whole float full of Marie Antoinettes, and there he is videoing and this and that and the other. And just to see this guy in the auto parts store, I thought maybe he was just into cars and that was it. And no, not that. He's into parades. He's into dressing up. He's into having fun. I invited him to come hang out with us when we do events in the future. So I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm slowly growing my community with like-minded people. And why? Because we have gifts that we need to share with other people, and people need to share with us. Because like that communion card, we need to commune with people. And that is what is allowing the universe to work for you. It will put people in your path, the right people, the right situation at the right time to help you on your journey. And you don't have to be the person in the front. Your job helping and supporting somebody else that has the job in the front is just, if not more important, because that person needs a support. Okay, so we have happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. That's always the case. You spend your life being happy, even in the midst of adversity and trials and tribulations. The universe will show you through people, through signs and synchronicities that you are on the right path. That's really, really pretty. And look at all the dolphins in there. And dolphins are so happy. They're always happy. That's why they always have a smile on their face. And at the bottom of the card is envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And that's what we have to remember when we leave the house or when we meet new people. We're just the same as everybody. We all bleed red. You know, everyone slightly looks a little different, but you know, you're not better. There's always going to be somebody that's smarter, richer, better looking, taller, whatever the case is than you. Don't focus on any of that. That's all superficial, and beauty's only skin deep. And so know that we are all different, but we're all different, but we all have challenges nonetheless. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to pull some tarot now so we can get some messages here for allowing the universe to work for you in this age of air that we are in. So we all should feel a little lighter in our loafers, because that's really what air is. It's like that fool going over the cliff, la 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 la. Not worried, oh, let me just free fall, the universe will catch me. It's that type of attitude. And we're all feeling it. I know you are. Please comment in the comments below, because I have been feeling it like crazy, and I live in that state, but it's just like, whoa, more so. Okay. Yeah, again, Justice card, Libra, and Aquarius and Gemini, because that's what we're going into, the air, and it's an 11 card, and I've been talking a lot about the 11/11 portal that's coming up in November. And yeah, we are going to be balanced in everything going forward. We're not going to let anybody ruffle our feathers or get us off kilter. It doesn't matter how bad they try to pull our wings off and watch us spin around, no matter how bad they try to trigger us or say little things or try to make mind games or manipulate you or gaslight you. You're no better, you're stronger, you're wiser. You see now with 2020 vision, that is what this year has done for us. It has opened our eyes up to so many things, and it's okay. We're not judging those people. They have a lot of work to do, that's all. So, you know, and it's put us in this hangman state. You know, the hangman puts himself in this position. And there's a reason why, because he wants to see things in a different light. He wants to see things from another angle. And when he's ready, he'll get out of this, because the hangman is putting yourself in other people's shoes, is looking at it through the lens of other people and their perspective. And that's what we're doing going forward, because we're being fair and we're being just. So we are putting ourselves going forward in other people's shoes. It's awesome. Reading is amazing. Let's see what else we have for allowing the universe to work for you. Ha ha! This is beautiful. Oh my God. So beautiful. So we have the Chariot. We're going forward. We're balancing ourselves out. You see those two wild ponies there? Got the yin and the yang. We're balancing ourselves out. We're going forward with passion. We're going forward with truth, with honesty, communication, honest communication, because this is what we want. We've left the stuff behind us. You know, at the bottom of the deck we have the Emperor. I'm going to talk about that last, because that is just amazing. Come in!